Hey everyone, RPA Bot Builders YouTube channel back at it again with another awesome video, another exciting topic. We're going to talk today about the inline scripting options within Automation Anywhere Enterprise, focusing on the Python scripting. Python's a really popular language these days for embedding scripts within our RPA bots. We have a really awesome package that we can use with a number of actions that make it very easy and seamless to input a Python script inline as part of our RPA bot execution. So we'll show that in just a moment here. Let's dive in. So I've jumped into our A2019 Automation Anywhere Enterprise control room. I'm going to get started by just creating a new bot. We'll demo the Python scripting action within this new task bot that I'll create here. So we're brought over to our bot creation environment. I'll minimize this, and our inline scripting options are very easily searchable within our actions menu. Just by typing in the word script, we can pull them all up. If I want the Python one specifically, I'll just show our Python script package here with a number of actions. To get started, all we need to do is drag and drop our open action into our flow view. And on the right hand side, we see our configuration menu pop up automatically per usual. And for this instance here, we have a couple different options. We can import an existing file that contains our Python code. We can also just manually input a Python script right here in the GUI, in the UI of this environment. So for this demonstration, I'm going to input a pretty simple script just to generate a pseudo-random number, just for the sake of showing the Python script working, and we'll show how we can pass arguments and pass inputs to a script here inline in our RPA bot as well. So to get started, I'm going to import a random library within Python, and I'll define a new function. We'll call it random. For now, no inputs to that function, and we'll just say x equal to random.randint. And we'll set our limits as something simple for now, say 0 and 100, and then we'll return x. So this is a fairly straightforward and simple Python script just to generate a pseudo-random number that exists between the range that we specify, in this case 0 and 100. So each time we run this, we'll get a returned value within that range of 0 to 100. So I'll hit apply. Now the next action that we need to put in here in our bot is to execute that function. So we've defined the function within our Python script open action, and now within our execute function action, we can say I want to run that function that I defined within my script called random. Be careful to make sure that this matches the function name exactly as you wrote it in your script. So random, I don't have any inputs to the function right now, no arguments to pass, but I will pass the output to a string variable, our readily available prompt assignment here in the environment. We'll hit apply and save. And next I drag my close just to close out the session for the Python script. And then finally, I'll search for a nice message box, bring that into the flow view, and we'll just display whatever is returned from our Python script to our prompt assignment in a message box. So at this point, we're complete. We're all ready to go with our Python script. Let's give this a run, and we should see a random number pop up in the message box, just within that range, 0 to 100. So we'll see our message box. This time it gave us a 9. Awesome. Let's close it. We'll run it one more time just to prove that we're getting some random numbers showing up repeatedly here. So this time 47. Fantastic. Okay, so next, what else can we do with our Python scripts inline in this bot here? Well, what I started with was pretty simple, but let's now explore how we can pass an input to this function. A couple parameters that we used within our randint package, or our randint method here, was the lower limit and the upper limit of the range in which I want to use to generate that pseudo-random number. So I'll pass these limits now as arguments to the function. So one important detail to pay attention to with our Python script actions is that to pass an argument to a function defined in this open script action, if that argument, or we have multiple input parameters that need to be passed, we need to use either a list or a dictionary variable within Automation Anywhere Enterprise to pass multiple values to that function. So the first step that I need to take here is to define my dictionary variable. I'll create a new dictionary variable. We'll call it d input. We'll select a dictionary, and I'll make it a dictionary of numbers because I want to pass two numbers to act as my limits for the range of my random number. So we'll add a value here. My lower limit with the key lower will be a value of 5, for example. My upper limit will be a value of 200. We'll create this and take note of the name d input. We now need to pass that exact same name as the input dictionary for this function. Next, we need to add a couple more lines of code to this script. We'll say y is equal to d input, and we'll grab the value that exists at the key called lower. Similarly, z is equal to d input with grabbing the value at the key upper. So with these values stored in y and z, now we use those two values in our randint call to generate the random number in that range that we've defined in our dictionary variable. We'll hit apply and save, and then finally we need to make sure that we select this dictionary variable that was just created as an argument to pass to that function. So I'll hit run, and now we'll see the same result pop up ultimately. This is the message box with our random number displayed in the message box, now showing in the new range that we defined, 5 as the lower limit, 200 as the upper limit. The purpose here though is to show how we can pass arguments to Python functions as well as get the outputs and streamline them through our RPA bots. So thank you everyone for joining this short video today covering the Python script actions within Automation Anywhere Enterprise. I hope you found it helpful. Please comment below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel for more videos that we'll come out with that cover the vast library of actions in Automation Anywhere Enterprise.